Alright, hello, welcome. So what I wanted to do was provide you an update for my electropolishing build, so that in case you are interested in building something like this, you would know the correct materials to buy. I went from a 24 volt 15 amp power supply to this power source right here, which is amazing. I'm able to do really big pieces or really small pieces now. So if you're not doing big pieces, you don't have to worry about something so big like this. But I'm doing pieces that are like crowns and yeah, pretty substantial pieces that have, I would say, 24 inches of surface space on it. So if you're not doing anything that big, that's square inches of surface space. If you're not doing anything that big, you probably don't need this much power, but I can tell you what, it runs a lot smoother, a lot safer. There's no overheating anymore. That's a real big one. With the 24 volt 15 amp, I did have overheating a little bit with bigger stuff. With small stuff, it did fine. This was $186 online. You have to make sure if you do get this, it's a manual. It has to be the 240, 10, and 2 amp. I use the 240 substantially for this stuff. So if it's a really big piece, I'll use the 200, and if it's just like a ring or something like that, I just hit it with 40 amps. It's a lot faster. It takes probably like 10 seconds to actually do it. But very good brand. Okay, so that brand is Schumacher. Okay. Awesome. And this is the setting I usually have it on for right now for smaller stuff. Okay, my tank. So I had a tank that was this giant bowl. I kept getting shorts because it was just too dangerous. It was kind of like playing Operation. There was a game when you were younger, you dip, you take your tweezers and you try not to touch the edges. It was a lot like that, especially with bigger pieces. So in order to make it so I don't short anything out, I have 1 micron polyester filter bags, and I have this one giant hot rod. And it's got, this is 4 gauge copper. So make sure that you're having large gauge. Try not to touch the plastic if you're using a tank. This is a 2.5 gallon tank, fish aquarium. It's resting on 2 bricks. And then it has below that. So magnetic agitation. And when I want to hook it up, I simply attach my negative here, and then I use this with a hook and lower the stuff in with a hook. And I keep everything this gauge wire, except for the hook. And the hook could be just about any gauge. I use 16 gauge or above for the hook. It works just the same as it did before. The only thing difference is a little safer now. I don't touch anything as far as metal, raw metal is concerned. Because when you do touch metal with this one, you will see a spark. There's no doubt about it. I'm also upgraded to using phosphoric 85% pure acid cut in half 50-50 with distilled water. That is this phosphoric acid 85% concentration. So cut 50-50 with distilled water. Cool. So yeah, that's just my upgrade. When I'm not using it, I would take this out and hang it up on the wall, and then I just put saran wrap over the top of it. And I also have this neat little cage top that sits on top of the saran wrap just to keep it down. I haven't noticed anything as far as like it evaporating out. Just very, very small amount maybe over the past week. It maybe moved a 1/16 of an inch. So it doesn't evaporate very easy. And even if it did evaporate out, it would be the distilled water that evaporated. No way the phosphoric acid is going to distill out, because that stuff is really heavy stuff. Cool. So I hope you enjoy the update. Other than that, it works the same way. You have a good one.